So, the job position chief of staff is usually something heard of amongst the political range, where many politicians would have a chief of staff in their office, and they would be in charge of making sure everything amongst their office is kept in line, making sure meetings are up to date and everything's all coordinated correctly. That's pretty much the job of a chief of staff. Now, chief executives want to start employing more chiefs of staff across their companies. For example, the IMAX CEO, Richard Glenford, has had a chief of staff for about 16 years. And now positions for that role have increased by an estimated 85% from since early 2020 during COVID. And while an executive assistant figures out what time something goes on calendar, a chief of staff figures out whether it should go on the calendar at all. And that's they also earn more money than a normal executive assistant or a normal administrative assistant. The median salary for an executive assistant is $74,000 a year, roughly, while chief of staff can earn up to $257,000 a year, depending on experience. So, interesting to see how companies are trying to implement and modernize their workplace as usual, and looking to, instead of hiring executive assistants or administrative assistants, or even senior administrative assistants, they're simply looking for chief of staff. Something that's pretty major in the job market is always the title that you're going with. So if you're ever applying for work, it's important to know what you're applying, changing your job title as, because once it's actually optimized for that job posting directly, you have a higher chance of actually getting hired.